just wanted to block that kick so bad. So the plan was actually, if you saw the Vindy article, to open up the lane for Anthony Howe, our 6'6" guy. But honestly, just I saw the opening and I went up for the kick, block.
Hit you in the chest or
Hit me in the left arm.
left arm?
Yeah.
Then what? What'd you think? I mean,
I was
sprint record or? I mean, what were?
That's what Coach
Yeah.
Kemp said in the paper. We were all ecstatic. I mean, it was crazy. They dogpiled me in the other end zone.
You went all the way down the field.
Yeah, sprint.
Yeah, I saw.
Coach Kemp said it was the fastest he's seen me run, which is probably not the fastest because I was tired, but definitely.
How big a win was that in your career?
It was definitely number one.
Yeah.
Getting that overtime victory was definitely the greatest feeling I've ever felt.
Benedictine. The game started off with, boom, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk about the play. You know.
Just coming into it.
Or you're the deep guy or what?
Yeah, for this game we went two deep. Two
Okay.
deep guys. It was Dalen Harris on the other side, and to me, and we practice all week for them. We watch film. They kick it to the right hash where they stay on the numbers. So he told me on the start of the ball, creep out, and I creeped out, but the ball came straight down the hash. It was rolling. And I ran forward and caught it, and then it's kind of the right side. I seen a hole, and it was a pretty good block. I made one guy miss, and it was just me and the kicker. And I just he can't catch me.
No.
I was like, I can't let him catch me.
So they just open up for you like the Red Sea, huh?
A pretty good blocking by my teammates.
How exciting is that? Is that your first
Nah,
kickoff return?
that's my third career
Okay,
kick return.
well, you're a veteran at that. But that's a big one.
And that was a big one to start off the senior year like that, especially with coming back thinking like we gonna beat these guys, whole week preparing for it, start the game out like that.
Just got you going, didn't it? Yeah.
Kind of got the team going, wake us up like we can do this.
So how did you feel? Did it make you? What were your thoughts, Jeff? I mean, did it change the whole perception of the game right at that time, or
starting
what?
the game off with a
Opening
kickoff
season?
return, unbelievable. We just went crazy. As soon as he broke through the line, our special teams coach was getting the extra point team ready, so it was awesome. Awesome feeling.
Now, then you got to switch your mindset. You go from offense to defense right away.
Offensive defense mentality. So it was pretty exciting the way the game started.
How'd your performance go? How'd you have with everything you did in the game? You had you scored on what was it, a reception?
Yes, sir. I was like a stop and go route really. I was designed like I'll go fake block him then take off down the field. It's kind of like a post, and I scored on that later on in the game. But it was like my performance in general. I could have done better defensively. I mean, they didn't really throw the ball too much because they had success running. But and offensively, there was a catch. I thought there was a flag later on in overtime. I still should have caught it though. So
What do you like better? I know you like to stick your nose in there, right?
now I'm gonna say I do like come downhill and hit every once in a while, but I think offense is where it's.
Yeah, making plays.
Yeah, I think that's where it's at.
Cool. How exciting was it to get in the end zone twice? I mean, just overall good contribution, right?
Mm-hmm. Good
An
feeling.
important game.
Be able to provide for the team like I think I'm able to, and just give us what we need toward a victory. Do my part in that.
Both captains, correct?
Yes, sir.
Jeff, how about your performance? I mean, did you play like you wanted to open the season? Your senior year, you've been playing. We all know since your freshman year on the defensive line mainly, right?
Yes,
Originally.
sir. Yeah.
And then you got in the offense. But how'd you feel about your first game as a senior?
I felt pretty great about it. I was proud of my team, the way they played and showed up. As being a leader of the football team, I definitely wanted to set an example and set the tone for the season on a good note.
You play East next. Maybe you guys can't really say, but you got to feel good about getting a victory there. How do you feel about the rest of the season? I mean, tough schedule. Is that some things you
Just
guys
take
think
it
about?
game by game, week by week.
Yeah, game by game.
Any certain games stand out on your schedule at all?
I want to give back at Steubenville.
Okay.
I'm sick of losing.
Okay.
Definitely want Steubenville. Hoban is another one I'm
Hoban?
looking forward to.
That's after East.
I think that'll be a good one. They got a lot of
Yeah,
good talent.
I saw them play McKinley in week 1.
So they got a lot
They're
of good
pretty
talent
solid.
out there,
They
so.
got Sibley and Danny Clark and others on that
Yes,
team.
sir.
Have you had much luck with them? I know they beat McKinley 4 times in a row. Well, Danny Clark did, so 2 at
They
Hoban.
faced St. Ed's.
How did you guys do against Hoban? What's
Last
your,
year against Hoban, I think it wasn't 21-0.
Yeah.
And they got us.
Yeah, okay, that was
They
at
jumped-
YSU.
Yeah,
I
they
remember.
got us pretty good
Okay.
there. But then I think that game we felt like we were bad. We were better than the 21-0 loss against them.
Had a couple turnovers were big in that
Mhm.
game. I remember.
Huge mistakes. Yeah.
Then later in the year, you had another game on your schedule, usually pretty good one. Holy War in Youngstown, right?
Yeah. Carl.
Is that a big game, senior year,
Yes,
special
sir.
meaning for you?
It's,
Huge. Means the world to me.
What's that rivalry like, personally?
it's
You
personally.
guys
it's
know a
just-
lot of the guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Lynn gotta go back a little bit, so that's my boy. So
Jalen?
Lynn,
Oh.
Lynn Bowden.
Oh, Bowden.
Mhm.
Oh. Well, I'm talking about Mooney now.
Oh, Mooney, Jalen Hewitt. Yeah,
Yeah.
real good. I'm good friends with him. I know Cleveland Gruber, his little brother.
Yeah.
And it's always fun to play against those guys. You know, bragging rights after
Yeah.
the season.
What's your thoughts on Cardinal Mooney? I'm trying to, get that Holy War stoked a little bit early.
Losing to them
in the season.
2 years in a row was definitely a bad taste in my mouth. So getting the victory last year was definitely the best feeling that I felt at Youngstown Ursuline. So getting it 2 years in a row would be huge for us.
And it's also a lot of, usually playoffs, especially this year, probably a lot
The
of,
rides on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
big time. Now you mentioned Lynn Bowden, Warren Harding. When are they on the schedule?
Game 5.
4, 5?
Game 5. Yeah.
Where's that at this year?
At Harding.
Lynn's a good player. You have a relationship with him?
Yeah, that's
We
right.
actually played North Catholic football with them.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're all
And
on
I
one
think
team.
maybe there was a time when people thought he was going to go to Ursuline at one point.
I
Right?
wish he did.
Before the
man.
freshman
I wish
year.
he did. We talk
Yeah.
about that all the time.
Right? I think I remember him at the youth camp,
Yeah.
working out up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next thing you know, he's at Liberty.
Yeah.
I guess
Now
things
he's at
work
Harding.
out.
Yeah.
Guess that's how
Things work out that way.
Yeah.
Jeff, I got to ask you, congratulations. Tell us about that shirt you're wearing over there.
Oh yeah.
Big smile on your face.
Committed to Naval Academy July 30th, and coaches are like family over there. Can't ask for a better team and commits over there. I love them, and can't wait to go to the Naval Academy.
Now, you mentioned something too when I talked to you last time. It gives you a chance to play D1 football.
Yeah, absolutely. Playing against Notre Dame, Temple, all those big time programs, definitely gives me goosebumps because I watch them on TV every Saturday. So that's big time.
Have you thought much about? I know you're a senior in high school, but is there a post-career plan with being with the Navy now?
No,
You mean you just football and then worry about that later?
I just want to take it year by year, see where it goes. So I'm looking forward to play for Navy and just eventually get on with the service.
Well, we heard it from Jeff Marks and Dakota Hobbs. Urson Irish 1-0 facing Youngstown East next Friday night.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Friday. We'll be back with more from Kelly's Bar on Mahoney Avenue with Yards After Contact. And welcome back to Kelly's Bar on Mahoney Avenue. We're here with the inaugural edition of Yards After Contact, and we're sitting here with 3 of the Boardman Spartans who had pretty fine performances on their own right on Friday night, getting that first victory of the season against 41-0.
Yes, sir.
Youngstown East, and we'll start here with Kobe Adu-Paku.
Good enough. That's good enough. Yeah.
Nah, terrible. Michael O'Hara, the sophomore quarterback, senior running back, and Travis Kuntz, senior wide receiver / tight end for the Boardman Spartans. Well, guys, I guess the best way to start is the great victory for you in
Thank
week
you.
1. Kobe, what were your thoughts? How exciting was it to get that first victory at home on your field against what you probably thought was a pretty solid team?
Yeah. It was pretty exciting. We haven't been 1-0 to start out 1-0 for a while. So, to start out 1-0 this year, the coach has been preaching to us to start out 1-0. So, since we got that, it was a good first step. So, now we got to move on to Mooney. So, that's what our minds focus on right now. But it was a good game. I think we overall played well.
Obviously, Mooney's a big game, but Youngstown East, you had a big game number-wise at least. 186 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns.
Yes.
Just things going for you, huh? Right off the
Yeah.
bat. What was that the strategy going into the game?
Coach said he wasn't planning to give me the ball that much, but as the game kept going, we were doing good on run the ball, so he just kept running it, and I kept getting good runs, I guess, due to my line. So
4 touchdowns though.
yeah,
Obviously, best performance of your career.
in high school for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, high school for sure.
This is an exciting game for you.
Yeah, it was for sure.
offensively.
Oh yeah.
Now, you went into this game with a young sophomore quarterback. What were your thoughts about Michael O'Hara as you?
I trust him. We've been best friends since 4th grade. So me and him we go back. I trust him a lot.
And we'll
There's
talk
nothing
about
else.
Michael because he
Yeah.
wasn't with you last year. But was there any kind of you had a returning senior who played quarterback last year.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a difficult thing for the team to deal with?
Um,
You guys captain or you're captain?
yes sir.
You're captain.
Yes, sir.
Well, you would What was the feeling of the team?
When he first came in, I mean, everybody was, it was a competition. But after like the first couple of scrimmages, it was clear who was a better player, and then so like it wasn't really like it wasn't an issue because everybody
Everybody's
knew.
on board?
Yeah, everybody knew. It was obvious.
Michael Harry, your thoughts? Sophomore quarterback. Now you have a little background. Last year, well, let you tell. You went to CVCA, which is what does that stand for?
Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy.
And
Yeah.
freshman last year. First of all, you're from Boardman. You
yeah.
played South Catholic High School. I mean, for elementary, whatever, before high
Yeah.
school. Why did you end up going to CVCA, and what was your situation?
I really like the academics there and the people there. Wrestling is a big part of my life, as well as football.
Yeah.
And going up there, I thought that would really give me a good chance to get a lot better at wrestling and also have a good football career. And then kind of as the year got on, it wasn't what we thought it would be. And I was still really good friends with all my Boardman friends and all the people there. And so by the end of the year, I really was swaying back and forth. And at the end of my decision, I really decided that Boardman would be the best place for me.
Now, was CVCA, was that an easy choice? Or was other schools? Warden was one of them. Mooney was another one.
Yeah, ever since growing up, I really kind of wanted to go to Mooney, just because that's where my whole family went, like of my cousins. That's where McCarthy's. We were really good friends with them. They're a big influence on me. And then just kind of as I grew up, they weren't going to get a wrestling program,
Okay.
so that really swayed my decision because how big wrestling is in my life. And CVCA is just a really good wrestling program. So that at the point of where I'm going to go my freshman year, it kind of started leaning towards CVCA just because of wrestling.
Now, how did the football part of CVCA go for you? You started as a as a freshman.
Yeah, it was really a cool experience to start as a freshman. Get those 10 games under your belt. Considering that the team wasn't as good, wasn't good. I just hate losing. My goal is to win. Our goal at Boardman this year is win a state championship, which I love. I want to be a part of a program like that. And I think the work that we put in as a team really shows. And I think we're going to surprise some people this year.
How was the wrestling part of CVCA? Did you have success?
Yeah, I definitely became a way better person and wrestler. The coach really harped on us. We need to work really hard, and in the room we'd always be drilling really hard and working hard. Then tournaments, we all kind of fed off each other's energy and winning. We had guys like Jordan Decatur, who just won a national championship this summer. His brother Jacob plays in state. Matt Cardillo got second at World Team Trials. Like, we had a really solid team, but football is my heart and passion, so that really swayed me to come back to Boardman.
Did you become a better wrestler?
Oh
going
yeah,
there?
definitely became a better wrestler. I lost my go-to match to go to state.
Go to state?
Yeah, at the Alliance District. So this year I'm hoping to have go to state and hopefully place. My goal is to win it, but hopefully a top 5 performance is my main goal.
What's the wrestling history for you? Why is it so important? Just something you just did as a kid?
I just love wrestling. The one-on-one aspect of it, it's like a warrior sport. It really teaches you how to be tough mentally, physically. You have to be conditioned. It's a man's sport, and I love it. I've been wrestling since 4th grade, and I just really improved over the past years of it, and it's become a huge thing in my life.
So, football, wrestling, state title.
I mean, if I had to choose between one, it'd definitely be football. Just kind of enjoy that with my teammates more, and football is my main thing. But I'd like to have one in both.
So let's talk about football. How was your performance as a first-game freshman? You have a whole year under your belt.
Mm-hmm.
People may not realize that you started as a freshman there. How did you feel? Well, first of all, what was your thoughts about winning the quarterback battle this year, and when did you know?
I knew about. I started the scrimmage the week before, but
Against who?
against Howland.
Okay.
So they're a pretty good team. Me and J.R. Ryan, I had the first quarter, the second quarter, and then Monday of game week, they made the official decision, kind of let the team know that I would be the starter for the season.
How did you find out?
He called me. He called J.R. in a meeting first.
Coach
and-
Ignacio?
Yeah, Coach Ignacio, and talked to JR, and then talked to me after, and just kind of said, like, Mike, I feel you're the best for this position just because you can add more to our offense. And then kind of as the week went on, I got most of the reps, and during the game, as a team, we really played really well.
So talk about your game night experience. How was it for you?
Um,
Any
it-
nerves?
Yeah, definitely nerves. Coming into a new school with a big stadium, big crowd.
Nice stadium. Huh?
Oh yeah, it was so awesome playing in front of those many people, those many true fans that really love football and love Boardman and like love the team. And just running out of the tunnel, seeing everybody there was awesome. And going into the game, my main focus wasn't to try and like win the game, just try and be a team player and add what I can, but like not trying to do too much. And then as the game went on, I started getting more in the offense, started to get used to it, started getting the flow of the game, and then I started to put up like play better and do some more things. And then by the end of the first half, we kind of came out just because as a team we just really played really well. But as a first game, I think it was a good starting block, but hopefully I can get better from there.
So as a first game sophomore, there's some good sophomore quarterbacks in the area.
Oh, yeah.
There really is Costco and Mark Wade from Girard. Can you describe yourself? How do you consider yourself? A runner, thrower? Both?
This offseason I really worked at throwing, and I feel that I became a good thrower. But I can also run the ball. I'm not afraid to put my head down and fight for extra yards. And with him in the backfield, me and him, I feel that they have to respect both of us. So that helps me run even better because then they're going to respect him.
What's the play that works for you two?
Read options I play.
Yeah.
It really puts the defense in a bind, and they got to choose one of us. And so they I think East had real trouble stopping that.
Do you have good rapport with him on that play?
Yes,
You
sir.
guys know what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start
It
playing.
worked well for you?
Mm-hmm.
And our line's been blocking real good on that play too. So just as a team collectively, wide receivers, our whole blocking, everything's been doing real well in our offense in that play especially.
As a quarterback, give some props to your boys up front.
Oh yeah, our line's been playing real good.
Who's helping you out up there?
We got Donovan Turney, Jordan Acevedo, Bob Toth, Tino Curry, a sophomore, and our whole line. Then we have some guys switching in and out. They're playing real good, and yeah. So.
Now, you got a pretty good receiver to throw the ball to.
Oh yeah, Trav. Yeah.
What's he bring to the table?
That's just another threat from our team that people got to worry about. Every single time he's out there, if you see, they'll always put a double coverage on him, and I still would throw the ball up and trust him with it any game against anybody. But then even doing that, it opens up the rest of the field for the rest of our passing game. So really, we have threats in the backfield with him and out in space with him. Guys like Gavin Strines too, Barone, Dom Stiliano, Mike Molessi, all those type guys. We just have playmakers at Boardman.
So you went down the field, you threw a touchdown pass, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Opening drive, feel
Yeah.
pretty good?
Oh yeah, it felt awesome. Really first drive a little shaky, not too bad, but just we had to dump off past Kobe, got like 15 yards off that. That really helped me get in the flow of the game, just him driving through the yards. And then once I got that first touchdown pass, I really kind of cleared the nerves off, and I was just in the game at that point. Nothing else was just football.
And you tried to go to the house with Travis over there, right?
Oh yeah, we
A
had
couple times.
yeah, we had 2 touchdown passes called back with him, and we just had basic fade route and using his athleticism and size to go up and get it, and no one could really stop that.
I used to call that play a lot last year at the Boardman game. They didn't listen to me, though.
Yeah.
You know, try to get him that ball. He's got that size. Travis, how'd your game today? You're against your opening week. What'd you feel? How'd you do?
I feel like I did all right. I mean, I could have done better, but I just felt like our O-line was unstoppable, so we just kept running the ball, so they couldn't stop it.
Now, is it an official position change, or what are you, a receiver, a tight
Yeah,
end,
it's
slash? What are you?
I'm a tight end.
You're a tight end? Is that your college position as
Yeah.
well?
Yes, sir.
Before we talk about where are you going to school?
I'm going to Bowling Green State University.
You accepted a scholarship to
Yeah.
there? Was that one of their main schools, or who was recruiting you? Or?
Yeah, I was looking at Maryland and Iowa State too, but I just felt like Bowling Green, like it's closer to home, and then I just felt like this is the best fit for me. So,
They had a new coach, at least a new
yeah,
coach there,
new
right?
coach, yeah.
I think they played Ohio State on Saturday.
Yeah, Ohio State on
Pretty
Saturday.
sure, yeah. Pretty good game anyway.
Yeah.
So what do you like to describe yourself? What makes you the player you are to this point?
I like to go up and like get the ball. It's probably like my best thing. So
How about the speed? Can you race this guy at all?
yeah, I'm not the slowest guy, but I'm also not the fastest. So
Yeah.
I could work on the speed. Yeah.
Now, you're a Bournemouth Spartan now, but you weren't in the beginning.
Yeah, my freshman year, I decided to go to Mooney. And I just wanted to come back and be with my friends. Nothing against Mooney. It's just Bournemouth was a better fit for me.
How did you end up? What made you go to Mooney first of all? Just
I'm not sure, to be honest. My mom wanted me to go there. I just thought it'd be a good idea.
then after 1 year, you
Yeah.
played freshman ball
I
there.
played freshman ball there. Yes. sir.
Okay, and then you just decided to come back.
Yeah.
Good move for you.
Yeah, good move.